Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese snacks and treats. Today we have 3 snacks to try from Boxu. So this first one is going to be a little interesting because it's called Onigiri Senbei Ginshari, and some of you might recognize the word onigiri. It literally just means rice ball, and a senbei is a rice cracker. So I'm not entirely sure how that one's going to turn out, but it should be fun to try. And really, that's kind of what this channel is all about, right? So next, then we will try the Hokkaido Umami cheese potato chips. These are made from Hokkaido cheese. Hokkaido is apparently very famous for its milk. That is a big thing over in Japan. Everything kind of comes from a specific region that is famous for. Yeah, it's kind of a thing. And then we will finish the episode with these curry cashew nuts. I'm a big fan of cashews. I'm very much looking forward to these. I'm very interested to see how all these try. So let's get started. Itadakimasu! So starting with the Onigiri Senbei. The packaging is, if nothing else, very, very fun. And honestly, onigiri are pretty good. But usually, and that packaging just does not want to cooperate with me. I don't think it likes me. Anyways, usually when you get an onigiri from a convenience store, you know, it has seaweed around it. It has like kind of a tuna salad or a salmon salad. It has things in it. But then usually when you have them like in somebody's house, it's just rice with maybe some seaweed on the outside. So yeah, it's kind of a bit of a blank slate to work with. So it came with 2 of these, and these are huge. Well, not necessarily, but it is really thick with this really fluffy texture on the inside. It crunches really well. The crunch is really satisfying, actually. And the coating on the outside, it has, you know, it has a lot of salty goodness. It has a bit of flavor on the outside, but we've had several senbei on this channel. I think we've had better. That said, well, as I said, the crunch is really nice and satisfying. So it's not your worst option, but I might seek out some of the other ones that we've seen before this one. So, okay, I have to admit, I'm very excited about the potato chips because so far we've had really good luck with potato chips on the channel. And I'm hoping that continues with these. I love cheese. Okay. So they're not super thin, but they're definitely on the thin side. And they look really quite delightful. They're not bad, but the cheese kind of tastes like Parmesan cheese, which feels very weird to have on a chip. Usually, you know, you kind of expect more of like a cheddar. There are a lot of different cheeses out there. This definitely has kind of more of that Parmesan feel to it. It's not bad, but it kind of feels, I don't know, it kind of tastes a little off just because, at least for me, myself, I don't associate Parmesan cheese with chips. Crunch is nice. Texturally, it's a nice potato chip. Flavor-wise, yeah, I'm sorry. Just the fact that it tastes a lot like Parmesan cheese is kind of messing with me. I would prefer some of the other chips that we've had. But at the same time, they're not necessarily bad. I wouldn't recommend avoiding them. Just kind of know what you're getting into, right? Definitely more of a Parmesan-esque style of cheese than, like I said, a cheddar, which is what you normally see. So not bad. If you like Parmesan, if you want to try a Parmesan chip, it really captures that flavor well. The flavor is good and strong. Uh, so if that's something that you think you'd be interested in, definitely give these a try. If you're not, then maybe try some of the ones we've tried before. So onto the curry cashew nuts. And you can just see the layers of the spice on this. I am very excited. It definitely tastes like curry. The taste of the cumin comes through really strong. Um, if you like curry, this is really pretty good. It reminds me a lot. Um, I think it was last month we had what essentially was curry flavored Cheetos, and it reminds me a lot flavorally. It reminds me a lot like those. Um, so if you were kind of interested in those but feeling kind of unsure because they're the texture of Cheetos, then you might want to give these a try because they taste a lot like that. They have that really strong spice. The flavor of the curry comes through beautifully, but also isn't the texture of a Cheeto. It's a cashew. Uh, just a little bit healthier. And I have to admit, I prefer cashews to Cheetos, and I really loved uh, that curry Cheeto from last month. I am a big fan of these. These are delicious. Gochiso-sama. So to quick recap, we tried the Onigiri Senbei Ginshari, which did have a bit of flavor to it on the outside. They did do a little bit of seasoning, but uh, kind of a bit plain. Uh, so if you are very sensitive to flavors, maybe give that a try. I personally would recommend trying one of the other many senbei that we have tried on the channel. We also did the Hokkaido Umami cheese potato chips. Uh, the texture of the potato chip, great, really nice. It tastes a lot like Parmesan cheese. So if you like Parmesan, if you want to try a Parmesan cheese flavored chip, these are definitely the chips for you. If the idea of that, it feels kind of off or something that you're not sure you're really interested in, we've tried a lot of really good potato chips on this channel. In fact, actually, my favorite that I've gotten from Japan, we haven't had the chance to. There are some really good flavors out there. Maybe give one of those a try over these, unless, again, you really do like Parmesan and you're really just kind of interested in seeing what a Parmesan flavored chip tastes like. And then finally, we had the curry cashew nuts, which, again, the flavor of the curry and the cumin just came through really beautifully. These are so good. Highly recommend. I am going to enjoy finishing these. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny!